This holiday, whether you're making a Kroger Simple Truth turkey for 40 or a Murray's Baked Brie for 2, Kroger has fast, fresh delivery and free pickup, so you can make holiday meals that bring you all together to create memories that last. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
Choose from a great selection of digital coupons and use them up to 5 times in one transaction. Check our app for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
From 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, Buffalo Wild Wings Happy Hour has beer, cocktails, and bar food for $3 to $6. It's the perfect way to offset a long day. Text that hilarious joke about your boss to your boss. What? No. Try a $4 Coors Light Tall. Set your morning alarm for 6 p.m. That calls for $5 strawberry margaritas. So if you ask your phone why you're still single and... Seriously? Head to Buffalo Wild Wings Happy Hour from 3 to 6. At participating locations, taxes and fees apply. Dine in only. Drink responsibly. Offers vary by location. Void where prohibited.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hanging in there.
Yeah, it's Sunday. It is a lot of things happening today. Argentina just won the World Cup, literally right before we got on. A lot of stuff happening today. It was in penalty kicks. It was crazy, and I'm not even really a soccer fan. So, I mean, I'm not anti-soccer. It's just not like one of my sports that I typically watch. But it was crazy. So, Argentina. Football is life. That's Ted Lasso. When is that season? When is that next season coming out?
I've never seen it. I have no idea.
Shut up.
No, never.
Okay. That is an assignment for you.
Okay, I'll add that to my list of things to watch.
There's only 2 seasons out. So
what is it even on? I'm so behind on everything.
It's on Apple TV.
Oh, I don't have Apple TV. I need to get that.
Everybody gets it free. You get like 3 months free here and there. Well, there's like a whole bunch of. Anyway, I'll take care of you. I'll figure
Ted Lasso added to the list.
Ted Lasso. I was so anti Ted Lasso, and here's why. My husband was very into Ted Lasso when it first came out. And I saw all of these people talking about Ted Lasso, but it was very Game of Thrones to me, which was like, I wasn't really that interested in it. And then when it picked up this huge popularity, that made me even less interested in it, just like Game of Thrones. I have no desire to see any Game of Thrones. It's just not my shtick. It's just whatever, you know? And so that was kind of where I was at with Ted Lasso. Also, I love my dear sweet husband, but he has a tendency, his taste in TV shows is different than my taste in TV shows. And like his taste in movies and stuff. We don't generally watch a lot of movies together. We found during our dating that going to the movies was one area where we were terrible together. We do not go to the movies together. We have gone to the movies together, got all our stuff, and gone and watched separate movies and then come back together.
That's hilarious.
Movie. It's a whole thing. He does movies wrong. It's a whole thing. Anyway, he also has very terrible taste in movies. Well, like he's like watched the entire Adam Sandler collection like 16 times.
Can I hang out with your husband? Because
I think Adam Sandler's funny, but I can't watch the movies 18 times.
Oh, I can. And Tommy Boy and Chris Farley and all of those 90s. Give me all of the 90s comedies. Okay.
Yes.
Happy Gilmore, all-time favorite movie, I think.
Oh my God. That's the movie. That and Pulp Fiction are the 2 movies he quotes the most.
Yeah. Like literally when I play golf, which I don't play very often now, I mean, I will just quote the whole Happy Gilmore movie. Like, that's your home. Are you too? Every time I putt, it's really amazing. I love Happy Gilmore.
Okay. So yeah. And the other TV shows he's made me watch with him in the past have been like Ballers on
Never
HBO.
seen that.
Well, it's it's football and it's The Rock and whatever. I'm like, okay, it's entertaining, whatever, but it's not like my normal, So when he came to me and he was like, oh my God, you have to watch Ted Lasso. I had the fact that he has this history of, I know what type of, he's a Curb Your Enthusiasm guy, those kinds, and it's just not my same type of comedy. Although we did like Breaking Bad and we did like Sopranos together. So,
and I know what you do like, wrestling.
I do like wrestling. So I mean, I'm not completely put off by his choices on TV viewing, but all of that together, I was like, I have no desire to see it. And then the second season came out, And he was like, you should really watch it. We got in this whole thing about it. And I was like, fine, where I agreed to watch an episode of it with him. And then I loved it. So
he's 1 for 1.
So,
1 for 100, I mean.
So yeah. So here's me publicly saying you were right. How to life, mate. You were right, honey. No, so Ted Lasso, especially if you have that same like sense of humor with like the Adam Sandler movie, like you'll love it. It's great. It's a great comedy, but it's just
well, that's good. I think after all of this crazy like unsolved mysteries and crazy Sister Wives we've been watching, I think our minds need like a good break.
Yes,
of some like comedy and some refreshing. Maybe we should watch some like positivity videos. I don't know, like what is it? The gift? What is that? What is that? Or no,
The Secret.
The Secret. The gift. The Secret. I don't even know. I should watch it. I have no idea what it's even called.
Oh! Look who it is! Look who it is!
Is she here?
She's here! She's here! Yay! Hannah was here.
Yeah, I need to fix. The problem is I hear you out of my speaker. So hold on a second. I hear you where I shouldn't be hearing you. I think the problem is in.
You'll always hear me.
Speakers.
Forever and ever.
There we go.
Dreams.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, girl.
What's up? Very exciting. We are talking about Ted Lasso. I don't know if you. It's not your style. I don't.
That's
think,
what I said. I was like, what? What's that?
Ted Lasso, the TV show. Because we were talking about the World Cup and how Argentina just won, and then Ted Lasso is about soccer and football's life, and it was like there was a whole reason it led into this conversation. So
gotcha.
I asked when the next episode or next season of Ted Lasso was, and Lexi's was like, I've never seen it. So then we got in this whole conversation about Adam Sandler, and then it involved me having to say that Hetero Life Mate was right.
I was just saying I love 90s comedies, dumb comedies like a Happy Gilmore, Tommy Boy, all of those.
Yeah, they certainly have their place in my TV watching repertoire, but
which actually today's the anniversary of Chris Farley's death. Actually,
is it really?
It is.
Oh,
I know. It's my mom's birthday and the anniversary of his death.
And
he was only
birthday,
30.
Mother Alexi.
I know, he was only 33. I didn't realize how young he was. Wow,
addiction, man.
Yep,
addiction. So Hanakawa, how are you?
Tired.
What have you been up to?
Working.
Are you off at all for the holidays?
Yeah. To take a week and a half off, I'm kind of preparing. So it's a lot of prep work to make sure that the worker bees don't kill themselves while I'm gone. So you know how that goes.
Yes, you don't want that to happen.
No.
So you're taking this upcoming week off or the week after?
Both.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent.
I think I'm working like a little bit this week and then like I'm out.
Gotcha.
So it's my manager. So
my out of office is already on.
Yeah, I'm like halfway working because my boss is like, yeah, I'll be out of office next week. I was like, oh no.
That's your bitchy boss though, right?
She's getting better.
Oh, okay.
She has her ups and downs.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
Oh gosh. So you ready for Christmas with Grayson?
Yeah. I still have to get stuff.
Yeah, same.
It's always coordinating, like coordinating with co-parenting too. I'm just kind of like, can you just get your stuff out of the way so I can have Christmas with?
Oh God.
I don't like the back and forth, so it's more like, yeah. It's always anxiety.
Yeah.
For no reason. Like there's no reason to be anxious about it, but
yeah. I hear you. It's different. Time. It's interesting as they get older, co-parenting and stuff, because like now, like baby Frauded is home, his girlfriend is home. But they have to split their time between 3 houses. So there's my house, girlfriend's house, and baby daddy's house, right? So there's 3. Thankfully, we all live very close to each other.
You're almost like in a sister wife situation, right?
I know, right?
But that's how it goes though. And like trying to encourage my kid who's like in this phase of like not wanting to go over there. So I'm just like,
oh,
no, I'm just like, you gotta. So
you're like, sorry, kid, you're too young
to have a choice.
Yeah, you're too young to have a choice in the matter at this point. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is what it is. I mean, kids go through their phases of, what they want to do, what they like. So
yeah.
Mhm.
And well, I guess never mind. I was going to ask if Grayson's other parent and his wife were living in a house, but they are living in a house, right? They're not renting a room from a pastor anymore, right?
They are not living in a house. They have an apartment.
Okay.
But they're no longer renting a room from said pastor.
Okay.
Yeah, I try not to get into it, but
yeah, and we don't cover 90 Day anyway. We never really cover Ben anyway, so
it's fine. I haven't. No one's listening, right?
They're like, Ben who?
No one's listening. No, I just kind of like everyone sends me like YouTube videos, and I'm like, that's funny. It's cute. It's crazy how much of like a facade you can put on YouTube.
Yeah,
like I look at all the other seriously, like I look at all the other like family YouTube channels, and I'm just like, how many of them actually don't see their kids most of the time?
Because the way they put their videos up makes it look like they have him all the time, and they don't.
Well, yeah, him especially, but like the weird family bloggers, I'm like, how much of your life is really like that? Or did you just like film one day in a really nice rental home and you're going back to your like
right.
Yeah, it's crazy what you can portray, but
it's a lot of work. I don't.
Yeah,
I just don't have that
too much work.
I don't have that kind of wherewithal to maintain a facade.
I don't have enough time to lie that hard.
It's hard enough just keeping my life together without making a fake life on top of my regular life.
Kinda.
Like I'm just trying to hold everything together. It's all coming together with a bobby pin right now. It's fine. It's very precarious.
I like to post the chaos on social media. I'm like, yeah, here's Kaya riding my dog naked, and here's Santa screaming, and here's this. And
yes.
Those are almost the reality things, though.
Exactly.
Like, oh, look, he's doing that in the tub. Okay, we're not.
Here's the cute picture, and here's the 17 other ones of her having a tantrum that we just happen to get one's kind of smiling. She's actually screaming, but it looks like a smile. So we're going to use that one.
Right. Yeah. I like to keep it real.
Yep.
So I missed like half of the last episode. I got subliminal messages of it. Yeah.
The one-on-one part one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everything is as you would think it would go. Like it's
kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So it's what's kind of cool about Sister Wives, season 17, episode 15. We're on the one-on-ones. I think it's a 3-part like tell all, but they're calling them one-on-ones because it's what's her name? Suko something.
Suki.
That's what I keep writing as Suki, but I don't remember if it's Suki or Suka.
I keep thinking of Suki from Suki Stackhouse from True Blood, but no, it's not Suki.
They have done these in the past where the whole family's been on the couch together, and they're doing it all individual, which I think is great. And one of the things that's like, I don't know that, I mean, maybe you guys can, have a different opinion, but I feel like there wasn't any like big major bombs dropped in this so far. I mean, like the news has slowly been trickling out. We saw the preview last week where Janelle and Kody both confirmed that they're separated, at least as of the filming of the one-on-ones, which we do not know when that's filmed at this point. If you know, we're trying to find out, but if you know, let us know. But so we had that news trickle out last week as the preview. And then we also had the news of Meri saying, yeah, the marriage is over, which is kind of without context. It kind of like that's misleading, I think. What we saw with Meri is the footage of the one-on-one where they show Meri the clip of Kody saying he doesn't consider himself married to Meri anymore, and she's free to go and do whatever she wants. And this comes in the context of them all talking about like what is it to end a marriage when it's a spiritual marriage in this situation, right? And they go to all of them and they're discussing all these different, Robyn in it. Well, it has to be adultery. You can't leave someone unless it's adultery. All of this stuff. We'll get into all that. But Meri says in the context of that, well, obviously it's over. He just decided. I mean, he decided. You saw him say that. What does that mean that she's leaving? She acknowledges that the marriage is over, but she has not left. Like, and that has not changed anything for her. Like, right? Like, she's known that this marriage is over. She's not heard him say that, but that particular sentence. But prior to that, she knew that this marriage was basically over, and she's elected not to go anywhere. She's staying. So why would this change her mind?
Right. Well, and then she did mention that she thought there was a little bit of hope when he was saying cheers to a new year or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, giving her little breadcrumbs, I feel like just keeping her hanging on just enough to where she wouldn't try to leave him, because like he said, you know, like she said, it would look bad in the public eye, basically, or he didn't want to put out that to the public. So I feel like he's breadcrumbing her. That's what he's doing. He's just dropping a little bit here and there. I mean, any normal person would leave, right? I mean, that's not enough to stay, obviously. She went to kiss him, for God's sakes, and he was like, oh, like stiff as a board or whatever. I mean, that alone, like, I'd be out. I'd jump out of the car. I don't care if it was moving. I'd be like, bye, I'm out.
So some of the notes that I have here are Meri's reaction. She says, it doesn't make sense to me that he'd be so frustrated with Christine that she just made this decision and didn't consult with him, but then turns around and just quote unquote makes the decision with Meri. Right. Being in Flagstaff, she believed that he was trying, like you said. Most recent anniversary, Meri, or he basically told Meri, why did you even call me? We're not married. And she said, well, you know, let's address this publicly. And he's like, no, I don't want it to be, because I don't want that judgment.
Which everyone's already judging him. Like, I think the public would be more in support of him being honest with her and leaving her and being like, hey, this isn't working out.
Yeah.
Rather than leading her on. Like, you know, but there's Kody. So,
I mean, I think he likes to just be vengeful like that, though.
Yeah.
I think it makes him happy to see her dangle on a string, hoping that he'd come back. And I mean, I think the marriage. Yeah, I think he considered the marriage over when he divorced her.
Yeah.
Legally.
Did
honestly.
You guys see the look on his face when she gave him the Rice Krispie treats? He was like, oh.
And then like, oh, arsenic. I always wanted some of this. Thank you.
Can we talk about, since we're talking about Meri right now, let's talk about the Rice Krispie treats, because how many of you guys think that this Rice Krispie treat turned I want to reconcile with Meri is just completely made up, like on the spot bullshit?
I think she put her heart and soul into baking. Oh, you don't even bake Rice Krispie treats.
Not Meri. Like, no, Meri. Oh. Yeah, no. I mean, Kody saying this, that her giving me Rice Krispie treats made me want to reconcile with her. I think that is made up bullshit.
No. Yeah.
No, I think like they were like special treats. I don't think so.
Were they edibles? Because maybe
like, wow, this is so great. Meri's ganja makes me want to reconcile.
So let's like recap this for the folks out there. They start, I guess this is early in the episode, they say this and then they come back to it. So we'll just handle all of it at once. So he says that there was a point at which she gave him a really great anniversary gift, and it's all like secret at this point. He hasn't revealed what it is yet.
Wow, amazing. Amazing accent.
And he hasn't revealed what it is yet. And he just said, such an amazing gift. And it made me consider thinking about reconciling, which is like not saying I wanted to reconcile with her. It was, I don't know, I maybe thought about considering it maybe that she's not a complete ogre, I guess. Maybe sort of, I think. Mm-hmm. That's not him wanting to reconcile. So his story, though, is that, and then he mentions us wanting to reconcile, quote unquote, wanting to reconcile, which again is not wanting to reconcile. He allegedly mentions this to the other wives, and Christine throws a fit, is his story. Now, Christine completely denies this. Meri says, I have no idea. Any of that's none of this is me. I don't know anything about that. I call bullshit on the whole thing. Mm-hmm. First of all, I don't think he was ever intending to reconcile with her. Second of all, I don't think Christine threw a fit about anything. I think he completely misremembers history. He is a history revisionist, and changes everything, the narrative to fit his of me, patriarchy, respect. And he's just making all this up now. But then the ultimate kicker was what they come back to this. They're like, what was the gift? And she had made Rice Krispie treats, one for each year they were married. And then they show the scene where he's giving him to her, and he has no fucking clue about any of them. He doesn't seem to care. He has no idea how long they've been married. He doesn't care.
He had to do math. You saw him calculate in his head. He's like, math, what year, math.
Don't care. And he doesn't care if he's right or wrong because he has no desire to be with her. So whatever, doesn't matter.
$20 says he took them home, either threw them in the trash or gave them to Robyn's kids.
And so
he took him home and said, Robyn, we made Rice Krispies treats for the family.
We made it for the family.
I did something with the kids.
I did something with the kids. Bullshit. He is giving this woe is me, like he's trying to muster like a sobbing Robyn fake cry face. About how emotional he is over the Rice Krispie treats. This motherfucker.
There were no tears. This
motherfucker is crying non-existent tears about motherfucking Rice Krispie treats. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I can't handle him. You know what else he said? And I just because I have this note right here at the very, very beginning. When Kody is sitting down with her, he says, well, I don't know if you're going to draw anything out of me that I haven't already thought of, because of fucking course, he's a fucking narcissist and knows everything and knows all that's going to be asked of him and all the answers. And he's already pre-gamed it about how he's going to answer questions to, you know, like make himself look good and, you know, the judgment of the people, you know. Spoiler alert, Kody, everybody already hates you. So
oh my God. Speaking of everyone hating him, did you see at the very beginning of the episode, he went in for a hug and she just shook his hand?
The
host?
The host. Did she?
I
missed
that.
Yeah,
you got to watch it again. So he was like, and she's like it was so awkward.
And then he goes in
not want to
at
hug
the
him.
end. He's like imitating what he would have done to one of his wives and leans in and starts touching her thigh and gets real close in her personal space. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I somehow
Is that like the invitation?
It was awful. It was awful.
God.
He like leans in. He's like, you know, oh, should I have been like this? Oh, hey, Meri. I don't know. He's reenacting or pretending to act out some scene that he could do with his wife, but he's acting it out on her, which involves leaning into her space, being all up in her face and putting his hand on her thigh. I know.
That's the most action. Oh my God. Meri's so jealous. Meri's like, he hasn't touched me like that in 30 years.
But he'll touch the host like that. Oh, you guys, I am so excited to tell you about the Cheese Lover Shop. That's right, thecheeselovershop.com. Are you looking to have like a ready-to-go solution to create the perfect cheese board this holiday season? cheeselovershop.com has you covered. You are going to find the perfect solution to impress all of your guests with a variety of available cheese kits. These are great for office parties too. Like, are you assigned to bring a side dish to the holiday party? Well, guess what? cheeselovershop.com has everything. They offer a large variety of award-winning cheeses along with amazing complimentary items so that you can create the best cheese board at home or at the office. Do you want to offer a cheesy gift to your loved ones this holiday season, but you're not sure what they like? Do they like hard cheeses? Do they like soft cheeses? No problem. cheeselovershop.com offers e-gift cards so your loved ones can decide on their own what they want to get. Still don't know what else to get them? Guess what? They have cheese subscriptions. That's right, cheese subscriptions, so that you are sure to never run out of delicious cheese options. What better gift for the cheese lover in your life, right? Go to cheeselovershop.com and use code FRAUDCAST to get a free mystery cheese at checkout. That's cheeselovershop.com and use code FRAUDCAST, FRAUDCAST, to get a free mystery cheese with your order. Going back to Meri. What was interesting? Okay, I will say this was a little bit of a bomb that was dropped. We didn't know this. Christine basically says that no, Meri's just not a good person. She's terrible. This is the first we've ever heard this, right?
She can't trust her. Yeah.
She's not a nice person. She's basically this bitch. And
think about all the years of the advice that she's given the ladies, like the sister wives. It's been terrible advice. Oh, just stick it out. Oh, just do that. Like, she's saying all the wrong things to do and like actually harming them by giving them any sort of advice. I'm like, this is an awful like take on life.
I would love to know more from Christine about Meri's actions and behavior, because the way she was talking about it here, you know, she's so we have this where Meri says she feels betrayed because she feels like she's asked, do you feel betrayed or do you feel like Christine left you, or do you feel like Christine left Kody? And she's like, I feel betrayed. She left me too. And Christine answers that and says, yeah, because I ended the friendship. I no longer trust her. I ended the relationship. I don't trust you. I don't feel safe. Them in there. I don't feel safe in this relationship, in this conversation. Mm-hmm. She said she tried in Vegas to be friends with Meri, but Meri was a bitch again to Christine all the time. She's like, it wasn't something I wanted to fight for. She would fight for it or whatever. And then Meri would be nice again for a while, but then go back to being a bitch. So she was like, fuck all that. And that's why she cut off her relationship with Meri. Now, this was all news, like new news. I did not know that there was this action. Like, I would have expected it against Robyn. It's her talking about Robyn, because we all think Robyn's kind of a bitch. But Meri, I just thought she was dumb and clueless. I didn't necessarily peg her for being just a miserable
I just think
person.
She's miserable, and she's just projecting it on everyone, rather than just being happy. Yeah.
Makes sense. Let's get to the patriarchy conversation. So there's a couple of different minds on this. So they have this conversation with all four wives and Kody about the patriarchy thing. Now, Janelle is like, no, it was never like this, just in the last couple of years. Meri and Robyn basically like, yeah, no, this is what I signed up for. Conform my will to his. He's the head of the household. He's like, I screwed this up. I should have been more patriarchal. And so whatever he's doing in the last year or two or whatever, that's like this patriarchy. Janelle's like, no, this is completely different than what we married into,
Yeah. I feel like with this, there's two sides to a story, and then there's the truth. And I feel like it is somewhere in between. I feel like maybe there was some sort of miscommunication going into it. I do think he was manipulative. They were young. And I do think maybe he didn't fully 100% explain what his expectations were. But at the same time, I think they were young and naive and didn't really know what they were signing up for.
They were young and naive. And they all come from polygamous plural families, right? Mm-hmm. So, and this is something we don't talk about enough with like Robyn, right? She grew up in this too, and she has seen wives get iced out basically and leave the family and sort of all this. So she knows to be manipulative and fight to be the best wife so that she doesn't get left. And I think with the other people, with Christine and Meri and all that, like they came into this marriage because like this is what they grew up with. This is what their expectation was. And yeah, like they're naive. They don't know, like, I mean, I guess if you're believing in the principle of plural marriage and all that goes along with their particular brand of religion, like it would be like it would be sort of in a patriarchal structure, even without using those words, right? You have one husband, you've got these wives. He is supposed to be the head of the household, supposed to be, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like I feel like what they went into was sort of that, even if it was unspoken. But Janelle says, yeah, it was always supposed to be a team, which yeah. And I think both can be true, like where he's sort of like the head of the household, but also works in support in tandem with his wives versus just being it's me, or my way,
like a dictatorship, basically.
Right.
But he was also mentioning like how when he was first dating them, he was trying to, I don't want to say recruit, but that's kind of what it felt like recruit women to be on his team, to like dangle over the patriarchy over their heads. Like, do you want this? Like, it was like speaking like they were animals or something.
Yes.
I was like, I feel like he was talking to dogs with like a treat or something.
Yes.
Like, here, you want it? You want it? Here it is.
He was saying, they made the commitment to conform their will to mine. Christine and Janelle asked to be in this family. And his exact words were, they were panting like, they were panting like, pick me.
Yes, that's what it was.
I was
like, what are they, dogs?
He was acting. Yeah, they were absolutely like they were, yeah, can't even finish a sentence. It makes me.
Yeah.
Yes. So he refers to them as basically dogs panting for attention to be married to him.
Yeah. At that point, actually, I had the episode on with Kaya in the room and I paused it. I was like, I don't want her 2-year-old ears hearing this talk. I'm like, I don't want her to like think that this is okay. So even though she doesn't understand.
Can you tote it, but you just need an egg? Or maybe you have all the eggs. Do you even know what your ovarian reserve is? Did you know that 1 out of 6 couples struggle with infertility? Seriously, that's a staggering statistic that most people don't know or aren't ready to talk about. But we need good data and information about our bodies in order to have informed conversations with our doctors and make the best decisions for ourselves and our futures. What if I told you that you could get important fertility insight without going to the doctor or even leaving home? The traditional guidance with fertility has been just wait and see. I know, I've been through it myself. There's got to be a better way. But now we have tools to help us plan for and track everything in our lives. Wellness, finances, careers, school. Why is fertility still just wait and see? That's why Modern Fertility was created. It's an easy and affordable way to test your fertility hormones at home with a simple finger prick. Mail it in with a prepaid label and you'll get your personalized results within 10 days. You'll get insight into your hormone levels, your ovarian reserve, aka how many eggs you have compared to other women your age, like can you tote your own egg or do you need somebody else's egg, and other really important fertility factors. The results go deep into what every hormone means, and you can also download the results to review with your doctor for the next steps. Traditional testing can cost over $1,000, but Modern Fertility gets you the same information at a fraction of the price. If you go to modernfertility.com/fraudcast, you can get $20 off your test. Also, if you have an HSA or FSA, you can put those dollars towards Modern Fertility, which is great. If you want kids today or maybe one day in the future, clinically sound information about your body now can help you make the right decision that's right for you. Right now, Modern Fertility is offering our listeners $20 off the test when you go to modernfertility.com/fraudcast. That means your test will cost $179 instead of the hundreds or thousands it could cost at a doctor's office. Get $20 off your fertility test when you go to modernfertility.com/fraudcast. That's modernfertility.com/fraudcast. Did you know that 30 million women are impacted by weakened or thinning hair? If you're among them, know that you're not alone and that there is a solution that you can trust to deliver results. Millions of Americans experience thinning hair. It's more than common. It's actually normal, but it's not openly talked about, especially among us women. Going through it can feel lonely and frustrating, but it's time to change that conversation and join the thousands of women who are already standing up for their strands with Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, clinically shown to improve your hair growth, thickness, and visible scalp coverage. Nutrafol supports healthy hair growth from within by targeting the 5 root causes of thinning: stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, and metabolism through whole body health. Nutrafol has 3 unique formulas to support women through all stages of life, including postpartum and menopause. Each formula is physician formulated using natural, drug-free, medical-grade ingredients in consistently effective dosages so you get the most reliable results. In a clinical study, 86% of women reported improved hair growth after 6 months. Over 3,000 top doctors and stylists have recommended Nutrafol as an effective and high-quality solution for healthier hair. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code FRAUD to save $15 off your first month's subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code FRAUD.
Understand? I'm like, nope, we are not mind warping your, no.
2-year-old brain.
Yeah. Nope, I'll watch it later.
Yeah, that was like, I could not believe that he did all that and stuff. And And Janelle, talking about this patriarchy thing, she's like, no, this is all new. And says, and she points out the very narcissistic language that Kody uses. He's talking about, I did this and I did that and I did this, and she's like, we were a team as a family. Yeah. Like we were a team. Like it wasn't. But that points out again his choice of language really expresses how deep his narcissism runs, because those are his word choices.
Yeah, it's always about him, never about anyone else, unless they're doing wrong. Then it's about other people. But yeah, I agree.
The another interesting part about this, the discussion about when definition of marriage and when the marriage is over in this situation, right? I thought was really eye-opening too, because you've got Robyn saying, basically you've got all these rules and and you have to go and get this, and you have to go, it's not a court, but you have to get letters and you have to prove that the marriage is broken and or whatever and all this stuff. But basically you can't get out of it until there's adultery, and then you've given your soul to somebody else. So that made me think that it's like, it's they don't consider being single to be a thing, right? It's either like you're being married or you're married or you're looking for a new husband. Like you can't just leave Kody and have a space of singleton. Yeah. Right. Like she's technically with Kody until they sleep with somebody else. Like their definition of themselves necessarily depends on their relation to a husband.
It would be so fascinating if like one of the listeners is a part of their religion or knows more about it to like, I have so many questions. I have so many questions, and I feel like I want to know more. I don't, but I do. You know what I mean? I want to understand like where they're coming from. But it's interesting you mentioned like how they talked about adultery. So does that mean that person that's the adulterer is just like going to hell? Like they can't even enter heaven at all? Like because they're not in the bond anymore? Or like what does that even mean?
Well, and Robyn apparently doesn't even know, because Suki asks her, like, if it's adultery is what breaks a marriage, so Kody and Christine, because they were married in the spiritual rules and whatever, are they sealed together like in heaven forever? Because that's the point, right? The principle of plural marriage is so that you can go to heaven with all your wives or whatever, because you get more cash and prizes or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Robyn's response is no, because she'll find her soulmate and that will break her bond with Kody. So then she'll be able to get into heaven with the new soulmate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Janelle's like, well, the religious dogma stuff doesn't apply to Christine, because she doesn't believe in any of it. So why she doesn't have to, like,
exactly.
Which
I mean, there's also the until she's with the new husband. I think, like technically in the spiritual sense, Kody has the say on whether or not she gets in heaven. I don't think it's about just being bonded. It's permission to go to heaven by your husband.
Really?
I believe so. Like I have a lot of friends in the religion, but I like kind of osmosis and try to not be too privy, but like I think that is the gist of the that's why men can have multiple bondings and women technically can only have one. I don't know. It depends, like, in the Mormon doctrine, if it's true or false and whatever they believe and what sect they're in, but I don't know.
So the church that they were at one point is called the Apostolic. Apostolic. How do you pronounce that? Apostolic United Brethren. And according to the source Wikipedia, says that it has been characterized by a religious scholar as the more liberal branch of the fundamentalist movement, as the group allows sexual relations apart from the strict purpose of procreation. Well, fuck,
ooh,
that's great.
We
that's
getting
so
crazy.
Ooh,
that's
you
so
get to have
liberal.
fun with it. Yeah. I mean,
that 30 seconds turned into 2 minutes.
when you have 30 wives, you have to like pare it down somehow.
Yeah, you can't be having these like hour-long sex sessions.
It's like, I'm not a machine woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Like, don't quote anything I say. It's squirrely. There's lots of rules. There's branches. There's exceptions. There's pockets of beliefs, or that's the old belief, or there's this. I mean, I would say if someone honestly who had more information and could like speak better to it is better than any Google search I could do. Oh, I like Googling it a lot.
I know, as we round out the season of Sister Wives, it would be so interesting to have somebody come on for a few minutes and talk about
seriously. Anybody out there, we'd love to talk to you. hello. Echo.
You can be anonymous. So you don't get...
we can make you anonymous. That's always fine. We might even be able to provide you with Rice Krispie treats. I don't know, but they may not be as good. I think that's pretty much what was revealed at this tell-all, or this part one-on-one or whatever. Very interesting, I think, as we get further into it. I love that Christine, first of all, can we just say how fire she looks in that sweater and those leather pants?
She looks gorgeous.
Okay. Also,
she's never looked better. She looks amazing.
Robyn and Meri actually look good, and Robyn's eyebrows look good. I think they had a professional makeup artist come in because their makeup is clearly not unblended eyeshadow on her eyeballs. And so it looks like it's done by a professional. She looks great.
Kody looks like shit just because I don't like him.
Is his hair loss becoming more and more prominent now? Like you could see him trying to, like, he's like carefully laid out each and every curl to cover the most amount of bare real estate on his head. And I feel like his hair loss is becoming, he's getting to that place where like men, when they like try to do that weird comb over thing over the bald spot, like just let it go.
You should just shave it. Or
just accept it.
He
Let
should
it go.
be bald, and then just wear beanies.
Yeah, exactly.
With little sayings on it. So he'll wear the beanie of which wife's house he's at, so he can
live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh,
love. Property of Robyn.
If it's lost, return to Robyn.
It's Robyn Digress on the inside,
like a dog collar. Oh my god. I have a note in here too. The Christine's commentary about not wanting to really maintain a relationship with Robyn, that was addressed here too. And she said that when she said that, she could tell that Robyn was heartbroken because Suki asks Robyn, if you could say one thing to Christine, what would you say? And she said, I wish that she would love me because we would have had a lot of fun together. And of course she's crying, no tears. She's crying, but with no tears. And Christine says that she could tell that Robyn was heartbroken. Robyn was pushing her to have a good relationship with Kody. Yes. And she struggled for years to have a close relationship with Robyn. And I guess she says her reaction to Robyn's statement that she wishes that Christine would have let her in, says, I thought I did. So she thought she, had let Robyn in and accepted her and all this stuff. Which is interesting.
It wasn't the happy-go-lucky way that Robyn wanted.
No.
Robyn was all about like, we're going to braid each other's hair and have slumber parties. And she's like, I talked to you. That's enough. Like,
yeah. Yeah. And Robyn is like, yeah, she wants a better relationship, but she can't accept that maybe people just don't like her because she's kind of a snitty bitch, right? Maybe people just don't like her, like Meri. There's a reason Robyn and Meri get along. There's a reason Janelle and Christine get along. So you have Christine looking amazing, right? Looking amazing. She sounds amazing. She's just very calm to the point. Like she's not like lashing out emotionally at Kody or this or that. Then you have Janelle with like super pragmatic, like, no, this patriarchy bullshit's only happened in the last like year or two. Like, that's not how it was. And yeah, I've separated because this isn't good, and is there a favorite wife? Yeah, absolutely. There's a favorite wife. When Suki asked Kody, is Robyn the favorite wife? Kody didn't answer it. He was like, well, that's a really unfair question. It's unfair.
Yeah. Deflect. Change.
Deflect effect.
The correct answer is there is no favorite wife. But if you said that, then she'd be like, well, what about what you said the other day? I was your favorite.
No, the correct answer is I only have one
I only
wife
have
now.
one wife anyway.
So-
Well, yeah, it's the only one I have left.
right.
But what about the nanny?
What about the nanny? We need a surprise guest on this one-on-one. Surprise with the nanny.
We need to
tell-all.
put bets if the nanny's going to be the next boy.
I know. So we've been saying that.
I wonder if the nanny had to sign like an NDA just to work there.
Probably. Oh my
I'm
God.
Sure. We don't know who she is. We don't know anything about her, right? We don't know what she looks like. Nothing, right?
Yeah,
Nothing
it's
is
like
leaked about
Kim Kardashian's nanny. Or
What about her?
Yeah, remember they can't talk.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, they can't talk. They show a preview of the next one, and you see Mr. Kody asshole saying, love doesn't matter to me, only respect matters to me.
God, I hate him.
I know, it's so bad. We here at the Fraudcast know that the only thing more terrifying than a gruesome murder story is a gruesome murder story that's based on real life crime. That's why we are excited to introduce Topic, the only streaming service that handpicks its programming for the viewer who values high quality international true crime, mysteries, and thrillers. That's right, this is international. This pulls shows from all over the world. So you get stuff from the UK, you get stuff from Sweden, you get stuff from Ireland. It is a fantastic way to broaden my true crime library. Very excited about Catching a Killer, which is from the UK, and it gives viewers unprecedented behind the scenes access to real life homicide investigations. Each episode covers one major crime investigation from start to finish. Raw and voyeuristic, only true crime fans need to apply. What about the missing children? To describe the missing children as harrowing is a complete understatement. There are over 500 children's unmarked graves, some discovered in the sewer system. This docuseries follows this case that is still open out of Western Ireland, and it will fire up your outrage while it breaks your heart at the same time. You guys know how much we love true crime here at the Fraudcast, and I'm so excited for you guys to be able to join me on this international true crime adventure by joining the Topic. Topic is the streaming service that you need if you are a true crime head. Entertain your dark side. This holiday season, get all of this content for 50% off of a yearly subscription. That's only $2.49 per month for an entire year. Use code HOLIDAY22 for 50% off. That's holiday and the number 22 for a year of streaming for just $29.99. Go to topic.com, use code HOLIDAY22. So there's the status check at the end of the season is Kody has one legal wife, which is Robyn. He does not have a marriage with Meri because he has said he doesn't. He does not have a marriage with Christine because Christine left his ass. And he doesn't have a marriage with Janelle because Janelle also left his ass, at least temporarily. We don't know what the current status is. And so, they've been doling out these little bits to us, bits and pieces. And so the Reddits are going nuts. Everyone's trying to find, everyone's been trying to find all this stuff. Right. So this motherfucker is going to go to heaven with only one wife. Is he going to get in? Doesn't that violate all the principles of their plural marriage? Right. Like the more wives you bring into heaven, the better your status is going to be when you get there. Like the better cash and prizes you're going to get, like you're going to get the Lexus, not the Toyota, even though they have the same engine. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know if you get perks for how many people you have in your downline.
Having your downline. Oh.
Uh-oh.
That just reminds me of your 12 days of Kody miss.
Oh,
Lexi?
yes. I spent a lot of time, probably too much time, writing a song. And I don't have free time. It took me about like 3 weeks because I would write something here and there.
A line here, a line there.
Yeah. I'm kind of proud of my work. I'm not really a writer, so I like to make memes, but this was my first attempt at songwriting.
Okay. Are you going to sing it for us?
Hell no, I'm not going to sing it for you guys.
Okay. Well, you got to say it. Say it along with me. Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait. Are we going to do it now? Okay.
Yes.
Let me pull up the lyrics.
Yes. Hanakawa hasn't seen any of this, so we'll
It's
surprise
gonna be
her.
production. Show me. Present.
Are we singing it?
On the first day of Christmas,
TLC sent me.
Sent to me.
The king of the patriarchy. On the second day of Christmas. I can't do
TLC sent to me.
2 divorce decrees and the king of the patriarchy.
On the third day of Christmas, TLC sent to me.
3 angry wives, 2 divorce decrees, and the king of the patriarchy. On the fourth day of Christmas,
TLC sent to me.
4 plots of land, 3 angry wives,
2 divorce
decrees, and the king of the patriarchy. Okay, we have to hit this note.
Okay. On the 5th day of Christmas,
TLC
sent to me 5 clad rings,
4 plots of land,
3 angry wives, 2 divorce decrees,
and the
king of the patriarchy.
I can't do it anymore. You do the rest.
On the 6th day of Christmas, TLC sent to me 6 feet social distance, 5 clad rings, 4 plots of land, 3 angry wives, 2 divorce decrees, and the king of the patriarchy. On the 7th day of Christmas, TLC sent to me
7 COVID boosters.
6 feet social distance, 5 clad rings, 4 plots of land, 3 angry wives, 2 divorce decrees, and the king of the patriarchy. On the 8th day of Christmas, TLC sent to me
800 square feet of trailer,
7 COVID boosters,
6 feet social distance,
5 clad rings, 4 plots of land, 3 angry wives, 2 divorce decrees, and
the king of the patriarchy.
On the 9th day of Christmas, TLC sent to me
9 stabs in the kidneys.
800 square feet of trailer,
7 COVID boosters,
6 feet social distance,
5 clad rings,
4 plots of land,
3 angry wives,
2 divorce decrees,
and the king of the patriarchy.
On the 10th day of Christmas, TLC sent to me
10 estranged children,
9 stabs in the kidneys,
800 square feet of trailer,
7 COVID boosters,
6 feet social distancing,
5 clad rings,
4 plots of land,
3 angry wives,
2 divorce decrees,
and the king of the patriarchy.
Don't worry, we're almost done, people. On the 11th day of Christmas, TLC sent to me 11 sacrifices,
10 estranged children,
9 stabs in the kidneys,
800 square feet of trailer,
7 COVID boosters,
6 feet social distance,
5 clad rings,
4 plots of land,
3 angry wives,
2 divorce decrees,
and the king of the patriarchy.
On the 12th day of
Christmas, TLC sent to me 12 forgotten birthdays,
11 sacrifices,
10 estranged children,
9 stabs in the kidneys,
800 square feet of trailer,
7 COVID boosters,
6 feet social distancing,
5 clad rings,
4 plots of land,
3 angry wives,
2 divorce decrees.
Everybody now.
And the king of the patriarchy. Yep. We
I
are not
want
singers.
hetero life mate to make a remix of that.
Yes.
That is your task.
Can we have somebody actually that knows how to sing it?
Yeah, I know, right? I could get my kid to do it, but he's, I think, at the hospital with his girlfriend's mom. She's been admitted to the hospital.
Oh no.
We don't know what's going on. It's she had a stroke, a mini stroke, and then it was like, and her, I don't know, there's stuff going on.
No.
If y'all could just, pray for her, that'd be great. Or whatever, thoughts and prayers. Whatever your version of thoughts and prayers is. Anyway, he can sing, she can sing. Baby Stepfraude can sing also, but I don't know if she will.
I have some friends that can sing, but I don't know if they would want to.
I know, right? I might be able to get Baby Stepfraude to do it because I was able to convince her to draw that kidney. So maybe she can sing for me.
You're like, trust me, it's all related. She's like, to kidney? You're like, yeah. It's okay.
Just read it. You'll see. Just sing it. Well, that's it.
If you made it this far, thank you.
Thank you. This is Christmas week. Hanukkah started yesterday, so happy Hanukkah to all those that celebrate that. Merry Christmas to all those who celebrate that. We are trying to get our next Unsolved Mysteries episode out to you. Should be ready to go. I'm not sure when we're going to get a chance. I'm off work all this week, so
we'll do it this week for sure.
We'll get it this week. And then this episode is actually going to, I already talked to Hetero Life Mate. He said he could turn it around and get it out tonight, which will get out at the same time the show is airing.
Yay.
And he also is off work tomorrow because of his work schedule this week with Christmas and stuff. He actually doesn't have to work tomorrow, so he doesn't have to go to sleep at 6. So he can actually have some time to turn it around and get it out for us. Yeah. So happy holidays, fraudsters, fraudcasters, whatever. Everybody go make some
happy holidays.
Go make some Rice Krispie treats, okay?
Share them with your strange husbands.
That's it. That's what I'm getting for baby daddy.
Oh my god.
Rice Krispie.
You'd be like, why are there some missing? You're like, we're an incomplete marriage. There's only 5 in the tin.
Only the good years.
Here's one.
Years. There you go. Here's a crumb. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
I'd give him 1 because that's the year Baby Frauded was born. So not that the rest of the year was great. Way too into all this. I have to tell you this other story. Unrelated to anything. I'm in bed the other day in the morning. My husband decides to call me. It's early in the morning. I don't know. It's like 7 a.m., something like that. My alarm's gone off. I just haven't gotten out of bed yet. And he calls me on FaceTime. And I'm like, huh? So I kind of like, I answer the FaceTime and I pull the blanket kind of up on me. No big deal, whatever, except for, so he decided, so my husband works at this TV station and the morning weather guy is this guy named Chester. And I have this like huge crush on him. So I'm always like, say hi to Chester for me. Right. And then there's these other like reporters. They were all like in the break room with the microwave or something. And my wonderful husband decides to says, hey, Chester, let's FaceTime my wife. She has, since, she's got this huge crush on you. Great sentiment, would have been great. All this. So he goes to FaceTime me. He's like, yeah, we'll FaceTime her. I answer the phone. So here's the problem with this whole scenario is that I sleep naked. So he goes to FaceTime me and I'm naked and I pull the covers up and he hangs up the phone. And I guess Chester said to him, well, now we all know that your wife sleeps naked. So the entire male half of the morning news team at WUSA 9 News knows that I sleep naked. Well, and now you guys all do too. So
fantastic.
Hey, what are you going to do? Oh, love it. Okay. So anyway, that was my funny.
Did you call him back when you had clothes on? Be like, oh,
no, I sent him a text of me with a picture of me like dressed, and I was sitting down at my desk in my home office, right? And he's like, too late, moments passed, but now everybody knows you sleep naked. Great.
Like it's your fault.
Like, could have given me a little heads up. I could have
so many mishaps though. Like the guy that got his, I don't know if she got in trouble because it was a Reddit post, of course, but he they have a game, I guess, where they smack things on each other's faces as a surprise. And she was on the, it's just some random person.
Okay.
Online. And I guess she was on a Skype meeting and he decided to smack his pecker on her face, not knowing she's on cam. And she's like, she just horrifyingly looks at me and goes, I'm in a meeting. And he's like, I think I could have died at that moment. I was like,
oh my God.
So she slapped her husband's wanker on her face while she's on Zoom.
He slapped his wanker on her face while she was on the Zoom call. I was like, guys, I thought we got past like the early awkward COVID Zoom things.
Right.
And you should
here we are
like,
almost 3 years later, still having
oh my God.
He's like trying to explain the game. She's like, shut up and just leave me alone. Don't tell my coworkers who like to slap random things on people's face.
Phone rings, it's HR. I was like, I can't.
Kind of like, how do you address that? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to find a new job. I couldn't stay and work there.
Yeah, no kidding, right? They are polishing up that old resume.
God.
I saw a meme the other day that was so funny. It was like when you go to your spouse's holiday party is really weird because like you've only met these people maybe once, if at all, but you know all their gossip, you know all their stories, and it's like you want to be like, so do I ask Bob how the marriage is? Do I do I ask them, why are you still sexually harassing students? Like what do I it
like,
takes that to a new level. You know what I mean?
You still a perv? That's
yeah. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah. So well, I hope everybody has a fantastic week. I feel like this is, it's just a crazy week. I hope everybody stays sane. If you're sober, if you're like me and you're sober, you do not have to drink through the holidays. Reach out to me, reach out to any sober person. And if you have got crazy family, things like that, it's okay to have boundaries, step away, listen to a podcast, sing some 12 Days of Kody Miss, make you happy. Mm-hmm. Just be nice to one another out there, I guess, don't be a dick. It's Christmas. Mm-hmm. It's the holidays. It's the holidays. Everybody's stressed. Everybody's crazy. You don't need to spend money, a lot of money. You don't need to spend any money. Best gift you can give someone is your time, right? What is it like during pandemic? We were all like, you just want to spend time with people. Now we're all like, okay, I'm done spending time with people. Like, I'm just gonna go alone now.
It's like, bye.
Yeah, bye. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.